Hello, I'm back with FlossTube. Lots of cross-stitch projects this time. 7, I think. And a new start. A small start, but a start. Okay, let's go down to business. First, the Hogwarts Crest. As you can see, I'm mostly building upwards now, and on the left hand side, sort of, it's because my pattern page finishes more or less here, and it's just easier to work on one page first. Mostly I just want to get to the edge of the picture just so I know my limits, and then I'll just go back down and obviously to the right side as well. I think I bought some thread to be able to continue with the Gryffindor part. Yeah, I will be able to work on it some more, but well, does it? I think this. Oh, sorry. There's a missing thread, or just a thread which doesn't know its place in the world. I think this is actually the top part of it, so I think that's the upper part of the whole thing, and then we'll be adding details to it. So that's quite a nice achievement. So not too much on the crest itself, mostly the upper part. Okay, so that's one project. Another project is the fairy. With the fairy, I first added some more detail on the skirt because there was one color that I had to add on the verge of the skirt, and then I started going to the bodice part. So there is part of a sleeve and a little bit of the chest part, so to say. So yeah, with the skirt, it's mostly like something here. I think it's like yellowish color. There's this part, but I think it's mostly like a tree branch that she's sitting on, and there is something here as well. But the skirt is, yeah, finished. There's just some details. Well, they're big details, but not in the shape of a skirt, actually. So I'll be going up as well with the fairy and work on her face, her hair later on. So yeah, this is what it's going to be like, and it's really starting to look like a person and not just a bunch of reddish color. So I'm really happy to see that. And I've learned a new thing in this picture because I'm doing those like half stitches, I think they're called. So they're not full crosses, just going one way up. And here I have, I don't know, are they 10 stitches? Is that what it is? It's like just a quarter of a stitch. So you don't really go even one side up. You just go to half the height and half the width of the stitch. So I don't know what to call it really, but it's again something new that I haven't done before. So another nice progress. Then I've got this, the Mexican lace, a bit infamous because there's always some problem with it. Last time I think I said that I found all the threads so I can finish everything, and I managed to lose one color again, and I have no idea how it happened. I have them in one place, in like a piece of paper, so that they are together, and still I managed to lose one color. That's the color that is used for those diamonds or squares or rhombuses. So I quite need it because I have done a few of them. Sorry, I have done a few of them, and the rest is empty. The same color is used, I think, on the inside, inside of those triangles or spikes to create other shapes, and I can totally live without this piece of decoration, but no, I have to have those rhombuses everywhere. Like if I have started them, I want them everywhere. So I need to finish the white part here, those spikes with a pearl on the outside, and yeah, find the thread and do those, and then I'll be finished. But this is really my most annoying piece. Every time there's something going on with it, I don't know, it's like a cursed project or something. And this is the one I think I started, maybe not first, but I wanted this one to be finished first because it's actually going to be a pillow. I actually have plans for this project. The rest of them I do for pleasure. I don't really know if I'm ever going to have them framed and, you know, hang somewhere as pictures. But this one, it's going to be a pillow. I need it finished, and there's always something going on with it. So I don't know if you have such projects that you keep having trouble with because of something. But this one is yeah, something that maybe not stresses me out, because it is a hobby after all, and it's not like I need a pillow right now and I need to finish it as ASAP. But it is annoying not to be able to finish it for some kind of, I don't know, universe's idea for me. So yeah, that's done. The next one is Virgo, and this time I mostly focused already on page 6. Yeah, here I did finish some of this page 5, but I have still some details to do, also from page 4, but I was waiting for the thread from page 4. So now I have it. I'll be able to fill this in, fill the star in, and some of those confetti stitches as well. So most of the row 1 is done, and now I made some progress on row 2. So mostly blues this time. And I think this page finishes about here. So it will be also some of the hair as well. So this one is a good progress. Then I revisited the stag's head, which I haven't done for months. I definitely haven't worked on it this year. I think I worked on it once or twice. No, I guess twice, because I made this from this end of the head until here, and it's 100 stitches. So I guess the antler and the ear are like 200 stitches together, and then here I guess also about 200 stitches. So it couldn't have been one go. And it's not much left to finish, because I need to finish the antlers and I need to finish the ear. I know there is some mistake in the antlers, so I'll have to figure out how to make them symmetrical, so not stick to the pattern too much. So I need to focus on those mistakes. But that would be it. The stag head. Kind of nice. Not my favorite one. It's quite simple design. Made it even simpler because the original design had 2 colors. one for the head, the face, and the other one for the antlers. I just decided to use one to sort of... I made it so that it resembles a Patronus from Harry Potter. So it's on black canvas and in very, very light blue that's similar to white. I think on camera it looks a bit more white than it does in reality, but I specifically chose such a color to have this ghostly kind of vibe to it. So yeah, that's kind of nice, although the canvas is a little too big, but I couldn't find any smaller black canvas. So yeah, that's project number 4. Or 5, actually. Yep, that was project number 5. Then Miranda, which I also have quite a nice progress with, because I mostly worked here, filled in those squares here. I also dealt with some confetti, empty confetti stitches around this part. I think this is the bottom of the page, if I remember correctly. It's somewhere here. So I think it's over half a page right now, filled in. So yay. And yeah, some more colors like brownish beige, a little bit of green, very, very light green, grayish green, I guess. And yeah, doing the parking method, which is working nicely. And yeah, it's a little over 2% now. I've done 2%, need 50 times as much. So quite a lot to happen here still. And the new start. I mean, I don't have a lot of it because I just started, and it has, I think, 57 stitches. This is another Heaven and Earth design. Miranda is also one of them. This is called Mini Marvellous Garden. It's a peacock in a garden, basically. And yeah, I did this part. Very light blue, not as light as the one in the Stag, but still light and delicate. But yeah, more bluish, as you can see. And I'm also planning to use parking method here. And if you're wondering why I have the whole square outlined, well, I decided to learn from my mistake from Miranda, and before stitching, check if the size of the cut canvas is correct, because I forgot to do it here. Well, I cut this piece actually for Marvellous Garden because I thought I would be making this Marvellous Garden. And I thought I cut generously. As you can see, the canvas for Miranda is bigger. Let me zoom you out. Let me learn how to do that first. So as you can see, the canvas for Miranda is still bigger than the one for Marvellous Garden. And I know Miranda won't fit, because Miranda is a rectangle that is wider, a lot wider than Mini Marvellous Garden. So I'll have to do some magic and add canvas to the canvas that I cut already. And this time I decided, no, I'm going to count the stitches if I have the correct amount. So here is 225 and this way it's 228. So it's more of a square than Miranda. It's just 3 stitches difference between width and height. So yeah, I know I have enough canvas, and I have quite a lot of canvas for framing if I ever want to frame it with Miranda. As you can see, not so much space left for framing, and I'm sure I'm going to have to add some canvas. So this is it. This is my project, my progress for the last 2 weeks. There's a lot of it. I'm really happy about that. I managed to work on quite a few projects, and I managed to do quite a lot of progress on each of them. It is noticeable, so even though those projects still need a lot of work, I know that they actually are going forward. I am making progress. Everything's getting better. I don't know if I'm able to fit all of those pictures, all of those projects into one shot. Sort of like this, and then Hogwarts. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the design of it so that you can see everything in the thumbnail. But yeah, this is it. If you like watching my films, if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like watching my progress and want to see more of it, please subscribe, and see you next time. Bye!